Okay, Jesse, you ready back there? All right, might as well go. Good morning, everyone. Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins, and it's 4:38 in the morning, Saturday, and we have one cluster of storms that is headed towards the capital city, and there's quite a bit of lightning going on with this as well. Now there are severe thunderstorm warnings. We're going to go through those here real quick. I'll show you the lightning first. Look at that. It is going to get loud, very, very, very soon in the capital city. So keep that in mind. Now, severe thunderstorm warning, there's quite a few of them. Lancaster is part of this, but just barely, a sliver. Saline County and Seward County, a severe thunderstorm warning 4 miles northwest of Dorchester. This is 15, okay, so now we just brand new, severe thunderstorm warning for the capital city just now. Lancaster, Odo, Gage, and Cass County until 5:30. Severe thunderstorm warning was located 5 miles northeast of Crete. This is 14 miles southwest of Lincoln, moving east at 50 miles per hour. 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail a possibility with this storm. So seeing some reports of power outages in some areas. Had the lights flicker here at the station in southwest Lincoln just a little bit ago, and the storm isn't even here yet. So again, a severe thunderstorm warning for Lancaster, Odo, Gage, and Cass County. This goes until 5:30 in the morning. 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail associated with that. So, and we're going to go through, I'm going to pause this here. There's a few other warnings here that I want to go through. There's this one down here, this longer severe thunderstorm warning. That's for southwestern Lancaster, Seward, Jefferson, and Saline until 5. So 20 minutes on that one. 70 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail associated with that one. And then this on the edge here, Fillmore and York. This is for 90 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. So obviously that's a little nuts. 90 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Apparently the source from this is an automated weather station. I want more information on that. So one moment while I fire up what the National Weather Service is saying. 90 miles per hour. Goodness. So if you live anywhere downstream from this storm, because this particular storm, oh, hang on. Okay, that's the instability. Okay, there we go. So if you live anywhere downstream like this, be prepared for anywhere from 70 to 80, possibly 90 mile per hour wind gusts. Sorry, I think I have, oof. All right, I have a paper jam on my on my printer. Not a good time for that to happen. All right. So if you are anywhere downstream in that storm, it'd be wise to take cover now. A lot of wind and some hail associated with this. I'm getting the National Weather Service popped up here real quick. I just want to see what they have to say about this particular storm. Let's see. Okay, so according to the National Weather Service, based on reports and impressive wind signatures in this storm, they tagged this with a destructive severe thunderstorm warning for Seward and Saline County, particularly along Highway 6. So if you live anywhere along Highway 6 in Seward and Saline counties, you want to be in shelter now. Sorry, just trying to get everything functioning here at Channel 8 as we have a severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued. So if you're just waking up like probably a lot of us are, there is a severe thunderstorm warning with this cluster of storms that has the potential for 60 to 70 to possibly 80, maybe even 90 miles per hour wind gusts. You can hear my printer going off now. I was able to fix that on the fly. So I have engineer status now. Okay, so here's the information we have. If you're just joining us, just waking up, good morning. And this warning right here, we're looking at this right here for this box right here. This is for Cass, Gage, Lancaster, and Odo County. So the severe thunderstorm warning for this county right there is until 5:30 in the morning. This was located 5 miles northeast of Crete or 14 miles southwest of Lincoln, moving east at 50 miles per hour. This is for 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Now, that's 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Now, this storm right here is for 70 mile per hour wind gusts. And then this storm right here, I'm going to look at this one in the middle of it, is for 80 mile per hour wind gusts. So this is a vicious storm. So this area right in here between Exeter and Crete has the potential for 80 mile per hour wind gusts. And that is headed towards Lancaster County. Now the warning for Lancaster County is for 60 mile per hour wind gusts. But this part of the storm right here, this edge right there, has the potential for 80 mile per hour wind gusts. So let's see what they have to say. Milford and Goner around 4:45 for 80 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter size hail. And I also want to point out that there is a lot of lightning that is headed towards the capital city and moving through Exeter, Seward, Crete, Wilbur, Tobias. Okay, now that I'm caught up with the National Weather Service, let's see what they... A lot of printouts going on here. So for thunderstorm warning for southeastern York until 5 a.m., 70 mile per hour wind gusts. Okay, so we have quite a few warnings with this. Let's go through these. This one right here, 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter size hail. This is for Lancaster, Odo, Gage, and Cass County until 5:30. This warning right here, I'm going to zoom out a little bit so that we can kind of see what we're doing. That's for Lancaster, southwestern Lancaster, southern Seward, and northern Saline counties. This goes until 5 a.m. This is for 80 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter size hail. Severe thunderstorm was located near Beaver Crossing or 12 miles southwest of Seward, moving east at 50 miles per hour. I have, let's see, a 60 mile per hour wind gust report near Beaver Crossing, 4 miles southeast of there in Seward County. And then this bigger warning that stretches from Tobias to Seward, that's for southwestern Lancaster County, just barely. Seward County, northern Jefferson, and Saline until 5 a.m. This is for 70 mile per hour wind gusts. At 4:00, okay, so this was about 40 minutes ago. It was moving east at 40 miles per hour. And then this on the edge here, smaller warning, just lingering until 5 a.m. for southeastern York County for 70 mile per hour wind gusts. So as it stands, we have 4 warnings. We have this warning here for Lancaster, and then this one here, a bigger warning, and then inside of that another warning, and then on the edge here. So I want to look at the wind. So one moment. There we go. Yeah, oh goodness, okay. So this is our concern. You see that this right here? We're going to measure that wind. This darkish purple, that's a lot of wind. That is a whole lot of wind right there. That is, okay, according to this, it says 100 miles per hour. Wow, between Friend and Seward. What we're looking at is this area right there. That's a whole lot of wind. Let's see which way this is rolling. Okay, so it is going this way. So this pocket of wind right there, which I'm going to do a little more investigating here. 78, 75. But that dark blue, that's 94 miles per hour. So this right here, right there, that's 91 miles per hour now. So if you live near Milford or Beaver Crossing, even Seward to some extent, there's no tornado threat associated with this, but it's straight line winds, and straight line winds up to 100 miles per hour, a possibility with this. Okay, this is filling in a little bit. All right, there we go. So 91 miles per hour. I'm just going to keep looking at this. The area that I'm most concerned with is this right here, and then this up here. So I'm going to look at that pocket right there real quick, and that is 86 miles per hour. Now I'm going to look at this pocket right here between Beaver Crossing and Milford. If you live in Milford, stay away from windows. 91 miles per hour, 87 miles per hour. I'm just kind of I'm touching different spots between Beaver Crossing and Milford just to see how fast those winds are going. 93 miles per hour. This is a nasty little storm, everybody. So here's Lincoln over here. Here's Milford, Seward, and then this pocket of wind is moving this way. Okay, so if you're just joining us, there's a severe thunderstorm watch that goes until 8 o'clock in the morning, and we have a big mainly it's one cluster of storms. See that cluster, and it's headed towards Lincoln. So let's zoom in here a little bit. I'm going to zoom into this storm. So if you're just joining us, we have many severe thunderstorm warnings, and I'm going to put going to do a storm cone on this, and actually I'm going to do a squall line instead. Seems like it's a little bit bigger. Squall line like this. It's moving east about 50 miles per hour. Okay, so Olive Creek Lake at 4:52, Blue Stem at 4:56, Centerville at 4:59, just after 5 o'clock at the Lincoln Airport, City of Lincoln, center of Lincoln at 5:08, which is about 20 minutes away. 80 mile per hour wind gust was measured by a public weather station 2 miles south of Milford. That's in Seward County. So we do have a report of an 80 mile per hour wind gust just south of Milford by 2 miles. Let's see, Lincoln East High School about 5:10, so 70th and A Street around 5:10, Oak Creek around 5:12, and Rock Creek around 5:18. So this is a serious storm. It's got 80 mile per hour wind gusts. We'll probably see some power outages. I'm sure we'll see some downed tree limbs. It's early in the morning. It's 4:50, so hopefully if you're just waking up, you are watching what's going on and you are making the proper precautions. This storm is moving quickly. This severe thunderstorm warning right here, one moment, this one right here, Cass, Gage, Lancaster, and Otoe County, it is moving northeast at 45 miles per hour, 70 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter size hail also possible with this storm. So, okay, I can hear the wind picking up here at the station. I'm in Southwest Lincoln. It is 4:52 in the morning, Saturday morning, and we have a mean cluster of storms. And all of this cluster right here has the potential for 60 to 80 to possibly 100 miles per hour. Seeing some, getting a report that in Goner the power is out. Did get an 80 mile per hour wind gust in Milford. 64 mile per hour wind gusts just southwest of Friend. Now the good news is, and hopefully this helps us a little bit if we can have some good news. See this out in front, all of this right here, and even this to some extent. That's going to get in the way of this main cluster of storms. So once the main cluster of storms makes it into Lancaster County, it's going to run into these other storms, and that hopefully slows this wind down. But don't take that for granted. We can definitely see some damaging wind. Now, what I was looking at earlier, which we're going to look at again here, this velocity. Okay, so you see that dark blue area right there. Okay, I'm going to wait for the sweep to update. This is good. This means I'm getting some fresh information now. Okay. I'm seeing purples. That's not a good sign. This right here. This is the area of main concern. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. Okay, between Seward and Milford. Yeah, power outage in Goner. So yeah, prepare for power outages with this wind. Now I'm going to back this up a little bit. This does look like it may miss the capital city. That's some good news. It looks like it wants to move this way. Bad news for those that live north of the capital city. Now the area that I'm going to be, this area right here, I'm going to test to see how fast my weather computer is saying this wind is moving. 101, 100 miles per hour. 93 miles per hour. So I'm just kind of clicking in different areas here. 98 miles per hour, all within that circle. 103, that's the fastest I've seen. So if you live anywhere along Highway 15, you should be taking shelter right now. If you live anywhere along Highway 34, from Seward east, and even a little bit west, anywhere north of Milford, hopefully you're not on Interstate 80 right now. This is a pretty incredible little patch of very high winds, and this is all moving like this. So I'm going to put this into motion. I'm only going to do this over the last 15 minutes. There we go. Now let's do the last 30 minutes. Okay, there's the last 30 minutes. So it does look like this is going to be moving north of the capital city, probably north of Waverly. I'm going to zoom out here a little bit. So Ceresco, I would be on high alert right now. Highway 34 and 79 up towards Richardson, Oak Creek. This pocket right there has wind gusts in excess of 80 miles per hour. So if you're just waking up, it is just about 5 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday morning. I know a lot of folks are asleep, so if you know anybody that lives in northern Lancaster County or eastern Seward County, northeastern Seward County, give them a call. Wake them up. Make sure that they are somewhere safe and away from windows, because this has a lot of wind with it. Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm being told we may or may not be on air. Did that TV turn off? Okay, turn that to our station and see if we're on air. We may have lost power. Okay. Okay. So, all right, brand new severe thunderstorm warning. Let me get back over here to this. Okay, we have engineers that should be coming in. New severe thunderstorm warning. It is for this right here. Severe thunderstorm warning for Lancaster, Seward, Butler, Saline, and Saunders. 80 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter size hail. This is moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. 5 miles south. This is 5 miles southeast of Seward, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. 63 mile per hour wind gusts in 1 mile east northeast of Roca in Lancaster County. So we're starting to see these 60 mile per hour wind gusts move into Lancaster County. Okay. So this whole thing is now moving northeast. It's right over Seward. 58 mile per hour wind gusts, 5 miles at the Lincoln Airport. Lincoln Airport, 58 mile per hour wind gusts. So that right there is a severe thunderstorm warning. But the good news is it's not the 80 to 100 miles per hour yet. Let's see if that's still there. And it is. Okay, this area right here, that's pockets of wind, and I'm going to look at this area right here, just east of Seward, and that is 78 miles per hour. There's a little bit in there that is at 98 miles per hour, and you know what? I'm going to zoom way into that area. Okay, new information is coming in. One moment. So here you have the capital city over here. The area we're most concerned with is going to be in this area. So right there, along Highway 34 between Seward and Lincoln. So this area right here. Seeing 86 miles per hour, 97 miles per hour, 92 miles per hour. So this area right here, this is radar indicated. So this is a little above the surface. So I think closer to the surface, it should be just a little bit slower, like 70 to 80 mile per hour wind gust, but that's still destructive. 73 mile per hour wind gust was measured in 3 miles southwest of Seward. So this area right here is measuring 73. So that adds up. I mean, and let me click on that right now. That's 83, so knock off 10 miles an hour. That's about right. That's about right. So this area right here is likely seeing anywhere from 70 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts. So that's north of Interstate 80, along Highway 34, from Seward to just west of the capital city and the airport. Let's see. Okay, I'm being told I'm not on air, so I think I'm not sure who's seeing me right now. I think the YouTube people can see me, but that's probably about it. Power out in Milford. Okay, we might still be on air. We're just okay, so I'm still on air. So that's being okay. Okay. So everybody can see me on YouTube. I know that much. On air might be a little iffy. So I guess I'm just going to keep going. Like, if you can see me, great. If you can't, that's well, then you wouldn't know. So what we're most concerned about here is this pocket right here. This is an area of 70 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts. This is all moving like this. Okay, so the capital city is going to see some pretty good wind gusts blow through. Okay, so I'm being told that some people can see me on Channel 8, so that's some good news. I'm going to zoom way out. So here's the radar loop over the last hour. And there's a big cluster of storms right here that has 60 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts. There's also some strong to severe storms over here. Now, zooming in, here's where the main concern is. So I'm going to run through these warnings real quick because it looks like there's just two right now. So we have, I'm looking at this warning right here. That's for a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 5:30 for Lancaster, Odo, Western Odo, Northeastern Gage, and Southwestern Cass County. 70 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter size hail. As of 4:51, so this was 10 minutes ago, 15. It was near Pleasantdale, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Martell just recorded 66 miles per hour in Lancaster County, measured by a public weather station. Okay, there was an update right there. So now I'm going to show you this warning right here. So this one for Seward, that is a severe thunderstorm warning for Butler, Lancaster, Saunders, and Seward County. Saline, let's see, Lancaster, Seward, Butler, Saline, and Saunders until 5:45. About 10 minutes ago, this was 4 miles south of Garland, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. 80 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter size hail are possible with this storm. So I'm going to zoom into this area and kind of start pointing out some spots here. Milford, Ceresco, Waverly, Richardson. And the reason behind that is, you see that the darkish blue here? Those are wind gusts. Oh, there's purple in here too. Okay, Malcolm. If you live in Malcolm, please take cover right now, because this area right here, I'm going to sample that purple right there in the middle along Highway 34, and that's a 98 mile per hour wind gust, a little above the surface. So I think once it gets a little closer to the surface, it's likely closer to 80 miles per hour. I have a 67 mile per hour wind gust measured just west of Bennett in Lancaster County. Okay, we're getting new information coming in here now. Okay, so this is it's moved through or over Malcolm right now. This is headed just north of the capital city. So there's 3 different pockets of wind. You've got this right here, and this right here. Seward, hopefully you're in your safe place. Malcolm as well. Anywhere really from Seward to Malcolm. Okay, we keep getting new information coming in. 65 miles per hour wind gust reported near Denton in Lancaster County. So a lot of reports coming in from Lancaster County. Okay, here it comes. Okay, I'm going to test this area near Malcolm, this area right here, this bluish color, and that is 86 miles per hour. So subtract about 10 miles off of that. So I'm thinking about 75 to possibly 80 miles per hour, just very close to Malcolm. Now I'm also going to, this right here is also a little concerning. It looks like a dark blob there. 88 miles per hour. So right there near Seward, just east of Seward, that's about 88 miles per hour. And even this area right here, I'm going to sample that area and show you that we're seeing 83 miles per hour. I'm in southwest Lincoln. I'm probably right in this area over here, and I can hear the wind blowing, and we're not even close. Okay, it's really coming into the city of Lincoln now. And we're not even close to those 80 to 90 mile per hour wind gusts. So, all right, I'm going to put this into motion. That's the last hour. I'm going to do the last 30 minutes. Okay, so this is not directly going to hit the city of Lincoln, at least the really strong wind. That's headed towards Ceresco, Highway 77, Oak Creek, Malcolm. But Lincoln is right on the edge. So I'm going to sample this area right here. This is northwest Lincoln right here. That area is seeing currently 55 mile per hour wind gusts. Now this area right there, that right there is 81 miles per hour. Got a 60 mile per hour wind gust report near Fairfield, that's in Clay County. This area right, okay, 1 second. This area right here, I'm just going to measure Malcolm. You're looking at 86 miles per hour. So this whole area right here is anywhere from 50 to possibly 90 miles per hour. Now, we do need to subtract about 10 miles per hour because this is a little above the surface. So this is probably close to 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts just northwest of the capital city. This is all moving this way. 59 mile per hour wind gust in Sutton in Clay County. That was much earlier. It was about an hour ago. Very windy in southwest Lincoln now. This is not a tornado threat. If anybody's worried about a tornado threat, these are straight line winds, and they do the same kind of damage, anywhere from 80 to 100 miles per hour. This is going to do the same kind of damage that an EF0 or EF1 tornado would do. So keep that in mind. Even though it's not technically a tornado warning, it is a severe thunderstorm warning, and it can still do some pretty good damage. So speaking of, okay, this hasn't been updated. Let me clear this all out. And let me just update this for you real quick so that we can see what's going on. Okay, so this is a severe thunderstorm watch for almost all of south central and southeast Nebraska until 8 o'clock in the morning. So here's the radar loop. Here's a little bit closer look at that. Just now starting to move through Lancaster County. Here's the radar loop over the last hour. This is all very quickly moving like this. So if you're just waking up, if you're in the capital city right now and you're waking up going, what is happening? We have let's see, getting many reports. Okay, Saline County, the town of Friend, reporting 85 mile per hour wind gusts went through. Emergency manager reporting trees down, power outages in Friend with an estimated 80 to 90 mile per hour wind speeds. Let's see. So what we're looking at is this storm is now moving through the capital city. It's moving, the higher winds have moved through Seward now. In fact, we're going to look at that. Looks like the winds are diminishing just a little bit. It's this area right here that has a lot of wind. So basically North Lincoln and then from Highway 77 west. And this area right here. Okay, we're getting some lights are flickering here at Channel 8. So I just want to make sure I'm still on air. Okay, thank you, Jesse. 74 mile per hour wind gust in Exeter was reported at 4:30 this morning. Getting lots of reports. Okay, so that area is circled within the circle. That is 84 miles per hour. So this area right here, I'm going to zoom in on this area a little more. So just north of Malcolm, Davie, if you're awake, which the winds are now in your area, moving into your area, Davie and Ceresco, take shelter now, stay away from windows. And I know this isn't a tornado threat, but this is a straight line threat. straight line wind threat, which it can pick things up and blow things through windows. And I've been measuring 70, 80, 90 mile per hour wind gusts. It was 100 earlier. So the damage is definitely a possibility. Oh, tower cam. Good call. Okay. I am going to look at the tower cam. I don't think that's online. It is not. Oh, that's the time lapse. That's why. Okay, ABC Seamless. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. That camera is shaking. Okay, we're gonna get away from that. Okay, there we go. That's your, that is a live look at the tower cam here at the station, the Barry Law cam, looking towards downtown Lincoln. Storm is rolling through the capital city right now. 82 mile per hour wind gust was measured just southwest of Seward at 4:53. So it was like 20 minutes ago. Let's look at the Allo cam real quick. $82 at the airport? 82 mile per hour wind gusts at the Lincoln Airport. Okay, let me get back to the radar, and I want to show you. Okay, so this is just now pushing through the capital city. Zooming in a little bit, the main wind threat now is right along here. 76 mile per hour wind gust, 2 miles southeast of Seward at 5 o'clock, so about 10 minutes ago. So we're getting reports of this pocket of air, this pocket of wind right here. This has been pushing out 70 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts. I'm going to measure, see that little pocket of blue right there? I'm going to measure that real quick. That is 79 miles per hour. Severe thunderstorm warning was just issued for Sarpy, Lancaster, Douglas, Saunders, and Cass until 6. 80 mile per hour wind gusts for this severe thunderstorm warning. This is a destructive storm for Ashland, Wahoo, and Gretna. So if you live in Ashland, Wahoo, or Gretna, please take cover now, or really anywhere north of the capital city, along and north of Interstate 80. You can see Ashland right there. This is Ashland right there. This is for 80 mile per hour wind gusts. So a severe thunderstorm warning was just issued for western Sarpy, northeastern Lancaster, southwestern Douglas, southeastern Saunders, and northwestern Cass until 6 a.m. for 80 mile per hour wind gusts. Severe thunderstorm was located 3 miles east of Ceresco. That's 12 miles south of Wahoo, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. So this edge right here, this is the area right here that's the beginning of it. So there's your brand new severe thunderstorm warning. I'm in southwest Lincoln at the Channel 8 studios, and the wind is just howling, and we're not even close to the main part of this severe thunderstorm warning. The main part is right along in this area, headed this way. Lincoln's just on the edge of this. Still seeing severe storms, still seeing severe wind gusts. What was that? How fast was that at the airport? 82 miles per hour at the Lincoln Airport. Set power flash here at the station again. Hopefully we can stay on air for you guys. 70. Okay, thank you, Jesse. I'm being told that we're still on air. Earlier at 4:50, so this was about a half hour ago, 4 miles southeast of Milford, 71 mile per hour wind gust was measured. Yep, here we go. 82 mile per hour wind gusts at 5:12. So 5 minutes ago, 82 mile per hour wind gusts at the Lincoln Airport. Okay, so what we're looking at is, and it's moving quickly. I'm going to just, in this area right here, I'm going to measure the wind velocity. The darker specks of blue, that's what I'm aiming for. 77 miles per hour just west of Highway 77. This spot right here, that is 74 miles per hour. This spot right there is 73 miles per hour. So all of that area right there that is circled is anywhere from 50 to 70 miles per hour. Now this down here, the capital city, is more like 30 to 60 miles per hour, but we did get an 82 mile per hour wind gust in northwest Lincoln at the airport. 5 miles southeast of Malcolm, about 5 minutes ago, 5 miles southeast of Malcolm, 82 mile per hour wind gust was measured. And if you're wondering where Malcolm is, it's right there. Sounds like okay, I think we're seeing power flashes on the tower cam. Let me get back over to that. Okay, we're just gonna let this go for a second here. Just lost power. Okay, this is hitting Lincoln now. Okay, I'm being told we heard a few, or possibility of some transformers going. .61 mile per hour wind gust 4 miles north of Roca. That was at 5:16. Okay. All right, we're getting hit pretty hard here at the studio in southwest Lincoln, and we're just on the edge of the storm. So let's see. I'm going to get back to the radar. Seeing that someone has lost power in Waverly. Electricity is out at 48th and Randolph. There is no tornado threat with this, but straight line threat is definitely a concern, which can be the same thing. Wind is wind. Doesn't matter if it's circulating or going straight. So this is all straight line winds. This is just one big pocket of storms right here that is pushing out 70 to 90 mile per hour wind gusts. And this is all moving this way. So Omaha, you are eventually going to be downstream from this. This is all moving northeast at around 50 to 60 miles per hour. Embedded in that cluster, in that circle, are anywhere from 50 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts, even a little bit higher. We had 82 mile per hour wind gusts reported in many areas. We're in southwest Lincoln, and I'm thinking about going downstairs. Just 3 miles southeast of Raymond in Lancaster County, 62 mile per hour wind gust was reported at 5:19. So what we're looking at here is this area right here is the main area of wind. This, I'm going to measure that pocket right there. That is almost 70 mile per hour. I'm going to go over here, like basically right on Highway 77. That is 64 miles per hour. So just north of I-80 and Highway 77, that's about a 65 mile per hour wind gust. This pocket right here is 81 miles per hour. It is blowing through the capital city right now. It is hitting us hard. I'm going to look at a couple of different cameras here. Let's look at the Allo Cam. Yeah, that's a sturdy camera. That is a really sturdy camera, and it's even moving. The one on the tower, barely see anything. This is in southwest Lincoln, and we just can't see anything anymore. Okay, let's get back to the radar. Really, if you live in Lincoln or anywhere north of Lincoln, I would be in your safe place right now. It's this, what we're looking at here. I know this isn't the normal radar you're used to looking at, but anyone from basically Lincoln and Elmwood north, so Highway 34 north towards Ashland, Wahoo, Malcolm, that pocket of blue is almost 80 miles per hour. When I say that pocket of blue, this area right here, that's an 80 mile per hour wind gust right there. Getting reports of 18,000 people without power in Lincoln. And I'm going to show you the radar loop over the last 30 minutes, so you can see the direction that that damaging wind is moving. It's all moving this way, headed towards Ashland, Wahoo, and Omaha. It is on the edge of the capital city. This is blowing through Lincoln right now. I can barely hear myself speak, and I'm in southwest Lincoln right now. So there's kind of two sections of this storm. We've got this right here moving right over the capital city, and then this right here. So two areas, and this is all moving like this. So hopefully, excuse me, hopefully everybody's in their safe place. Now is where you want to be, in the basement. Put as many walls between you and the outside as you possibly can. This is not a tornado threat. This is a straight line threat of 70 to 90 mile per hour wind gusts. So this is 3 miles east of Lincoln, now starting to get reports of 65 mile per hour wind gusts. 91 mile per hour wind report at the airport, at the Lincoln airport. So we've had 82 and now a 91. What time was that at? 5:22. So that was 4 minutes ago. 4 minutes ago, 92 mile per hour wind gusts at the Lincoln airport. So North Lincoln getting a lot of wind right now. A lot of wind. This is an hour-long loop. Zoom out here a little bit. You can kind of get a bird's eye view of this storm. This is all moving like this. We'll be out of this soon. Just hang on for another 20 or 30 minutes and it'll be northeast of us. Here's the main threat of wind. So we just had a 92 mile per hour wind gust right here. So even though that's your stronger wind, 63 miles per hour measured near 5 miles south of Lincoln in Lancaster County, near 27th and Pine Lake Road, 63 miles per hour. So what I've been seeing so far with these measurements is basically down here is your 50 to 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts, and up here, that's your 60 to 80 to 90 mile per hour wind gusts. And this is all moving like this. So let's go through the warnings here real quick. This warning right here, I'm looking at this one right here, that is for Lancaster, western Odo, northeastern Gage, and southwestern Cass County. 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. And then that one right there is for 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. That's northern Lancaster, Seward, southeastern Butler, north central Saline, and southwestern Saunders. That's moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail associated with that storm. And then downstream just a little bit further, that one right there, western Sarpy, northeastern Lancaster, southwestern Douglas, southeastern Saunders, and northwestern Cass until 6 a.m. Moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and it's just incredible. This right here is a whole list of wind gusts that we've seen since 1 o'clock this morning, and they range from 40 to 90 miles per hour. Just incredible. This storm really got going. Okay, brand new severe thunderstorm warning. This is moving towards Omaha now. This does include the city of Omaha. So let me zoom out here a little bit. If you have friends or family that live in, like, between Lincoln and Omaha, and you're awake because you're in Lincoln and maybe not in Omaha yet, give them a call. Shoot them, wake them up. Wake everybody up. This is a very large severe thunderstorm warning. This is in effect for even some Iowa counties. Mills, Pottawatomie, and Harrison County in Iowa, then Sarpy, Washington, northeastern Lancaster, southeastern Dodge, Douglas, Saunders, and northwestern Cass until 6:15. 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So this whole storm right here, this right here is headed towards Omaha, and it's got 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts in it, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. And this storm has a history of producing wind gusts up to 90 miles per hour. And we're going to look at that here real quick. This is the area. Lincoln's on the edge of it. This right here. And we're looking at the radar from Omaha. National Weather Service out of Omaha. 84-mile-per-hour wind gust was recorded just east of Raymond in Lancaster County. That was at 5:22, so about 8 minutes ago. So this area right here that I have circled, the lower part of this area right here is 60 to 70 to 80, and up here is 70 to 80 to 90. I'm going to try to change radars just to see what it looks like with a different radar. So one moment as this loads. This might give us a little bit better. Hang on, let me do it this way. There we go. Okay, that's a little better, a little different look. This whole pocket right here is our main concern. I'm going to, okay, another power flash here at the station. I'm going to test this area right here to see how fast this wind is. Okay, that's a little 59. What's 1 second? 76 miles per hour. So this area, this pocket right there, that's 76 miles per hour. And those storms, basically that whole area, anywhere from 50 to 80 miles per hour. And this is all moving this way. So in that circled area, and even on the edges of it, anywhere from 50 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts. We've had reports of 90 miles per hour, and it's all moving towards Omaha. So we're in the thick of it now. I'm starting to hear things calm down a little bit here at the station. I want to look out. Let's look outside. I'm almost afraid to. That's nuts. This is a heck of a storm. Severe thunderstorm warning for east central Lancaster, northwestern Odo and Cass County until 6 a.m. for 60 mile per hour wind gusts. So we're starting to lose the strength a little bit, but it's still well within the severe thunderstorm criteria. I'm going to try to find, let me get a different, let me look at ABC Seamless. Whoa, that was a heck of a place to stop. ABC's down? Oh, okay. Let's look at how, it was up just a little bit ago. Okay, that looks a little more calm. Still a lot of lightning. 80 mile per hour wind gust was reported 3 miles north of Malcolm by a trained spotter. Extensive tree damage. So if any reporters or if my boss is listening, extensive tree damage near Malcolm, 3 miles north of Malcolm. That might be worth going to check out. Let me look at Honda of Lincoln. Just shaking around a little bit. Tower cam. I was just on there. Yeah, I mean look at that lightning. It's just incredible. There was something that just exploded. Did you guys see that? Something just exploded. I think we have transformers just blowing left and right. Can you look at LES and see what kind of power outages we have? Dominic is here with me. Jesse's in the back. Who else is in the back? Evan and Jesse are in the back. Dominic is here. We're all up with you. It's 5:30 in the morning on a Saturday. It's my birthday. Happy birthday to me, right? Heck of a storm blowing through the capital city, folks. Let me get back over here. I mean, I could watch this tower cam all night. 28.3 thousand without power, according to LES. So this storm is moving like this. And it's moving quick. It's moving northeast at around 55 miles per hour. It's got. I haven't seen any hail. I'm here in Lincoln on the southern edge of this storm, and I didn't hear any hail hit the station. Just a lot of wind. I mean, this thing has anywhere from 50 to 90 mile per hour wind gusts. So we're just about done with this in the capital city. But it is still moving towards Omaha. So if you have friends, family between Lincoln and Omaha, I would give them a call to say this is a nasty storm. Let's see, near Malcolm, another 60 mile per hour wind gust was measured at 5:23, so that was 13 minutes ago. I'm assuming we are going to wake up early tomorrow morning with quite a bit of storm damage. I'm sure there's a lot of trees down, a lot of limbs down. This reminds me a lot of what happened about a year ago when those 80 to 90 mile per hour winds blew through the capital city, and we had a ton of trees down and some power outages. This was about a year ago that something similar happened, and that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. Let's see, this was about 15 minutes ago, a 62 mile per hour wind gust, 2 miles northeast of Raymond in Lancaster County. Seeing a lot of those. So I'm going to put this, and it is moving about this fast. So at 5:39, Malia, Gretna at 5:41, Chalco at 5:47, Millard at 5:49, Papillion at 5:53, Gilmore at 5:58, Omaha at about 6 a.m. and 6:04 for Council Bluffs. So this is a pretty mean storm. It's been blowing through 60 to 80 to 90 mile per hour wind gusts. Let's see where that wind is at. It's from, I want to change that. I'm going to change that real quick to the velocity, this velocity. It's about the same thing. So this is from Omaha, different direction. You can see it's headed right towards the Omaha radar site, which is right here. and there was an update just now. So if you live between Ashland and Wahoo, this wind is really blowing through your area. And then here's the Grand Island velocity. So I'm going to measure between Richardson and Ashland, just south of Wahoo, just north of Lincoln. 70 mile per hour wind gusts still being seen. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit more. Around the capital city, seeing, yeah, I think it's just about done for the capital city. Oh, hopefully everybody's okay. That was a doozy of a storm. That really was. Was not expecting that. Anything that strong anyway. So what we're looking at now is the storm continues to move this way. And this pocket right here over by Wahoo, that right now has 90 mile per hour wind gusts inside of it. 70 mile per hour wind gusts as reported in Greenwood, 4 miles northwest of Greenwood, at 5:28, so about 10 minutes ago in Lancaster County. So the winds are still blowing through. Well, good morning, everyone. It's 5:39 Saturday morning. We still have some severe thunderstorm warnings going on. I'm going to wait until probably around 6 a.m. so these can all expire and get out of our area. Then I'll send you back to programming. Not even sure what's on at Saturday morning at 6 a.m. Cartoons, maybe. But yeah, I think the worst of it is over now in the city of Lincoln. And hopefully we can all get back to bed soon, because that probably woke up just about everybody. I'm going to zoom into the capital city. I mean, we're not quite done. Northeast Lincoln is still seeing, between Lincoln and Waverly, still seeing a lot of heavy rain, a lot of lightning. I want to see the, here we go. I'm going to try to move this camera. Somebody's telling me it's still bad in Northeast Lincoln. I'm going to try to move this camera over so we can see that storm a little bit. My boss just told me he has no power. He's in Northeast Lincoln. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this storm is still going crazy in Northeast Lincoln. Look at that. Let's see, Saunders County near Malmo, 66 miles per hour about 5 minutes ago. So this is aimed towards Northeast Lincoln, and you can see that storm is still just going pretty crazy. We did have a few power hits here at the station. The lights flickered, but we continue to have power. I think we were off air for a little bit, but wasn't for very long. Seeing the sirens are going off in Omaha. Let me get back to the radar here real quick. Okay. So this is what we're looking at. And I'm going to zoom out here a little bit and kind of give you a full scope. I mean, we're not done yet either. I mean, there's still severe weather down here on the very other side of the state. But this right here is all moving northeast towards Iowa. Let me put this into motion so you can kind of see. So there you go. Everything is headed this way. General direction is northeast. So let's zoom in. Looks like this may try to move a little north of Omaha, kind of similar to what it did to Lincoln, where it just clipped Lincoln. I think this is going to clip Omaha, head towards Missouri Valley. But we have a lot of warnings here. They're all kind of on top of each other. That happens when you're trying to warn for different sections of a storm. So let's go through these real quick. We'll start over here. That one right there goes until 5:45, so that one's almost done. For Butler, Lancaster, Saline, and Seward. That one is just about done. This one right here, basically from Lincoln east, that's for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts until 6 a.m. That was issued about 10 minutes ago. That's moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. And then that big part right there, which does include Omaha, that's for 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts. This was issued at 5:38. The storms were about 3 miles south of Cedar Bluffs to 3 miles south of Utan, to 3 miles east of Ashland, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. So that's basically headed towards Omaha with 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So that's pretty incredible. That's a good idea, Dominic. I'm going to see what kind of wind gusts or storm reports we have. Okay, there's quite a look at all those. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's no tornado reports because this was not a tornadic storm. This was a wind and wind alone. So there was some hail right there. And then this is wind damage, thunderstorm wind damage that we've seen so far. And then this is all your severe thunderstorm wind gusts. I'm going to go through a few of these here, see what I can find. 71 near Milford, 58 near Dorchester. I'm going to zoom into the capital city here. "91 miles per hour. This one right here, that was a 91-mile-per-hour wind gust in the capital city at 5:22 this morning. That's incredible. So we did have a 90-plus mile-per-hour wind gust that blew through the capital city. Okay, let me get back to the radar. We'll go through these warnings one more time. We're just about done. Let's look outside while we do that. So this is, again, looking north, central, northeast Lincoln. Just the storm is going crazy still. There we go. That is just a lot of lightning. In fact, I'm going to load up the radar with the lightning so we can see how much is going on. That's why I haven't been putting the lightning on there. It's just one big cluster of lightning. But this is just about out of our hair. So pretty soon we can all go back to bed and hopefully get a little sleep. What a way to start off the weekend, right? Looks like the storm might be weakening a little bit. Let's see, we've got that right there. Southwestern Burt, northwestern Washington, Dodge, Saunders until 6:30 for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and some hail. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just about clearing things out. But Lincoln was on the edge of this, and now it's moving through Ashland, Wahoo, and headed towards Omaha. Okay. Um, I think, Jesse in the back, I think we're going to send it back to programming here shortly. Uh, okay, so just once again wanted to let everybody know um, the storm is still rolling through north central and northeastern Lancaster County. Let's look at the wind. I'm just going to look at a couple of more things and then we'll send it back to programming. Yeah, the strongest part of the wind is headed towards Valley. That's where that right there is at. That's where the radar site is at. And this pocket right there, I'm going to measure that wind real quick. Whew, 83 miles per hour. But this is now moving away from the capital city. So let me, and we're not, like I said earlier, we're not completely out of the woods yet. We have this pocket of storms right here that is also severe. Not near as severe, but it's still severe. Ashland in Saunders County did have a 62 mile per hour wind gust report. So I'm going to zoom into this area one more time, and then I think I'll send it back to programming. But that right there, yeah, it's moving out of Lancaster County and headed through Wahoo, towards Blair, towards Omaha. This was a nasty storm. I'm assuming a lot of us are going to be waking up to a lot of trees, a lot of limbs on the ground. Power outages are still out there. I'm seeing the Soresco's without power. What's LES saying? 31,000 people without power in Lincoln. 31,000 people without power in the capital city. So, yeah, there's going to be some cleanup. There's going to be some things we need to do as the day progresses. So, probably not on everybody's to-do list to do storm cleanup, but here we are. I just want to wait until this is out of Lancaster County. So we'll give it just a few more minutes. That one severe thunderstorm warning was let go. And this is all moving into towards Tacoma, Omaha, and then eventually it'll move into Iowa. But there's still a lot of nasty wind in there. In fact, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. We're right between Wahoo and Fremont, headed towards Missouri Valley. That all like that. That big blob of blue right there, this stuff right here, this is where the wind is at, headed towards the National Weather Service out of Omaha and Valley right there. So Lincoln now on the edge of this, it's all moving northeast and away from us. That should be about it. So, all right. In Crete, Saline County, a large tree down at the intersection of 8th or 9th Street and Grove Avenue. This was at 4:40, so it was about an hour ago. But a large tree down at the around the intersection of 8th and Grove. Okay, thanks everyone. Be safe out there. If you have friends, family near Fremont, Omaha, Missouri Valley, give them a call. I think this is just about done for, it is done for, I think, the County of Lancaster. Let me go through here. That one goes until 6 a.m., so about 8 minutes left on that. And then this one right here goes until 6:15. But the storm itself is moving out of Lancaster County. It's really Saunders County, and it's moving north and east. Okay, Jesse, let's go ahead and send it back to programming. Thank you, everybody. Hopefully everybody's safe, and if anything else pops up, we'll let you know. So thanks for tuning in to Channel 8. Keep it here. We'll keep you up to date. Okay, friends on YouTube. I was just sending it back to commercial for Channel 8. I'm still with you guys. Thanks, everybody. I saw some W's in the chat. I didn't have time to thank everybody, but I appreciate you. Huge thanks to, oh goodness, you guys got to see this though. Jesse, you rock. Thanks for coming in.
I tried,
I really appreciate you coming in, Jesse.
You're welcome. Am I going to power the system now?
No, we're going to keep it up for a little bit. I mean, I'm still live on YouTube right now, so I'm going to keep it up and watch the storm for a little bit before I head home.
That one? Well, I just want to tell everyone.
Yeah, I just leave it up.
Yep.
And Dominic's here anyway, so he's going to be doing stuff. And there's more severe weather out there. Yeah, that's still up, so we're good. So yeah, keep everything up and going.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Sirens going off in Papillion. Yeah, everybody in the Omaha area, Omaha Metro, definitely take shelter because this is a nasty storm. Nasty. Yeah, there's different, look at that, there's different colors of lightning. And I'm not sure why. I think it's just the different density of the clouds. Already OPPD saying outages east and northeast of Lincoln. Need my coffee, goodness, I'm tired. Got about 2 hours of sleep so far. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna head home. It's been a long day. 78-mile-per-hour wind gust near Millard, 4 miles west of Millard, at 204th and Q. 78 miles per hour at 5:49. So that was like 5 minutes ago. So where are we? Let me look at the storm here. Yeah, that lightning is wild. That's that's looking northeast of Lincoln. Someone was asking about this, and it looks like it's a curly. I mean, it does kind of look like it's curling around like that, and it does, but there's no rotation in there. It looks like it, but it's not. 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts, 4 miles north of Gretna. That was at 5:54, so 2 minutes ago. 80-mile-per-hour wind gust north of Gretna. Ugh.
Dusty, I'm going to head home.
Yeah.
But Evan's here.
Okay.
You can start up if you need it.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, there's 80 mile per hour plus 4 miles north of Gretna. This is measured from an off-duty National Weather Service employee. That's a lot. So, Valley, Bennington, Boys Town. It is done in Lincoln. This is headed towards along and north of Omaha. So a thunderstorm warning for, let's see, East Central Lancaster. Why? So severe thunderstorm warning for Fremont, Montgomery, and Mills in Iowa, and then east central Lancaster, northwestern Odo, and Cass County in southeastern Nebraska. It goes until 6:30. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. A severe thunderstorm located over Beaver Lake, which is 12 miles south of Offutt, moving east at 45 miles per hour. Whew. Okay. And I mean, if you're asking if it's done in southeast Nebraska, including the capital city, yes. But I mean, there's also all of this that's headed our way too. So Ithaca in Saunders County had 67 miles per hour recently. Thanks, Diesel Dog. Sounds like a few people might be hurt out of Branched Oak. I mean, it's still, if you look at this storm, I mean, this is looking north and northeast of the capital city, and it's still just lightning everywhere. Why is our TV? Or did it just turn off? No signal. See if the other station comes in. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So here's the radar over the radar loop over the last hour. This is quickly moving north of. It's moving through Saunders now, headed towards Omaha. That warning that was issued for Lancaster County, it's for this right here. Just barely a sliver of it. It's because, and you were like, well, there's nothing there. There's still quite a bit of wind. So this whole area right through here has a lot of wind with it. And that's all moving this way. Ooh. Like that. Power off in Gretna. Yeah, there's a lot of wind blowing through that area right now. Let me get this velocity. So this is moving into Omaha. This right here, I'm going to measure some of that, see how fast that is. 68 miles per hour. 63. 68. So basically that circled area is between 60 and 70 miles per hour. Now this, oops. I'm gonna I know that looks weird, but it's just because the radar site is right there. That's 64. 87, getting ready to move into Valley. Yeah. 77 miles per hour at the National Weather Service in Valley, and getting stronger. They're thinking they may have touched 90. That's incredible. So this area right here the National Weather Service people are measuring anywhere from 77 to 90 miles per hour. Wow. Power outage 4 miles north of Gretna. Okay, so yeah, if you live basically in this area right here, or know anybody that does, they're seeing anywhere from 60 to 90 mile per hour wind gusts. Why is the lightning different colors? Somebody was asking me that. I think it's the different density of the clouds that we're seeing it through. So that creates different effects. Sarpy County, just east of Gretna, 64 miles per hour. Power out at 84th and 370th and Papillion. Let me get back over here. So if these storms right here, that would move into the Lincoln area if they can last. I mean, they're going to be running into an area that's been worked over by storms, but it would be, I would think, 8 or 9 o'clock. Probably closer to 10. .77 mile per hour wind gusts near Valley. That's that National Weather Service report. So this is quickly going to move through the Omaha area over the next 30 to 45 minutes and move into Iowa. It's almost to Iowa right now. It's moving fast. Near Millard, 68 miles per hour at 192nd and Harrison. And thanks everybody for the birthday wishes. For my birthday, I wanted to sleep. I didn't get it. Let's see. My phone's on me being asleep, so I missed a whole bunch of text messages. Sirens are going off in Bellevue. Yeah, I mean, this whole storm, this thing, all this right here has 60 to 90 mile per hour wind gusts, and it's all moving like this. Tell you what, I'm tired of these overnight storms. I prefer them at like 7 p.m., but that's just me. Forgot I had that camera off. Okay, well, I think, let's see. I'm just going to give it a little bit longer until these storms kind of move through the Omaha area. I think I got a few people in Omaha watching, so second sounding of sirens in Omaha. Power outage in Boys Town. right, so let's zoom into this storm and see what it's doing. It's kind of getting a little weird. It's catching up to that. Look at that. Look what it's doing. It's catching up to this. That's kind of nuts. Huh. That's good, though. That should erase the wind threat. That should drag it out. Let's look at the wind gusts again. Yeah, this is all moving into Omaha. See that? This area right, all of that is, jeez, that's an 88 mile per hour wind gust. I just measured this right here, right there, and that's 88 miles per hour. Little further away, just to kind of give it a little different vantage point. Still 78 to 80 miles per hour, this area right here, and this is all moving this way. So no tornado threat with this, but it is straight line. Sirens near Offutt. Yeah, I mean, when you have 70 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts, sirens will sound. And that's something everybody should be aware of. Not everybody sounds their sirens for the same reason. They're not tornado sirens. They are sirens. And they alert for severe weather, not just tornadoes. Sometimes it's straight line winds. Sometimes it's whatever they want it to be. If there's a danger to the public, they may sound the sirens. Lincoln's the same way. It can be for 70 mile per hour wind gusts. It could be for a tornado warning. It can be for anything that might do damage to their city. So even though sirens are sounding, it's not for a tornado. It's likely for these straight line winds of 70 to 90 miles per hour. 81 miles per hour measured in Valley. 81. Looking at something else here. Let's see, 87 mile per hour wind gusts just east of 204th and Q. There are downstream warnings. Watch new. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that circled area right there still continuing with the 70 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts. Ooh. Valparaiso earlier at 5:30 this morning, so 45 minutes ago, had an 81 mile per hour wind gust. Wow. Uh, 58 mile per hour wind gusts near Chalco in Douglas County. So that's encouraging. That means I'm seeing that's a slower wind gust, which is sad to say. But 87 mile per hour wind gust just east of 204th and Q. So I mean, no, it's all that whole circled area right there still has anywhere from 50 to 80 to 90 mile per hour wind gusts. There's going to be a lot of damage. I'm seeing. Can you look up? No, never mind. Let's see. Yeah, 23 minutes ago, the Lincoln Police Department said that as you wake up and get out of the house, please be aware that travel may require more time until lights get back up and running. So so there's many stoplights that are out. And if you come to a stoplight that is out, treat it as a four-way stop. Officers will direct traffic at major intersection as needed. Around 32,000 people are without power in Lincoln. LTU, not saying anything yet. Just kind of looking at some social media pages here. Okay. I know I said I was gonna go home, but I mean let me look at a different, bring up Omaha velocity. Sorry guys, I'm really tired. I'm completely out of it. .65 and near Washington and Douglas County. No power in Papillion. Okay. I think I'm going to head home. I'm going to hand over the reins to Dominic. He's got you covered. So if any storm picks back up this morning, and there's still storms out there, guys. We still have this pocket of storms right there that will eventually move through the capital city. I mean, there's even more trying to form there. There's this long line of storms here that's moving into Iowa now. So be weather aware today. I'm going to head home, try to get some sleep, and we'll see what the rest of the day holds. So thanks, everybody, and we'll see you next time.